want to ask you about Dylan Holloway. Obviously, he looked really good last night. What were your impressions of him?
He had a good hockey game. He seems to be getting better and better as the camp's progressing here. Plays a speed game, a power game. I thought he was physical last night. Obviously played higher in the lineup and turned in a good game for us, which is what we expect.
What's his maturity level from one year to the next? Like, I know the young guys mature really quickly. Has you seen that as you kind of turn that corner in maturity?
You can talk about what it's like in the NHL, and you can talk about the plays that need to be made in order to continue to guarantee ice time and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes you have to experience it. You have to go through it. You have to work through some of the learning lessons. And for me, that was what his year was about last year. And it's okay that there's a little bit of struggle as well. I think there's value in things not being easy. And, you know, he's a great kid that's working hard and seems to be progressing. So we were happy with his game last night, but it's on him to make sure he gets the most out of his day today.
Just to follow up on Jack Campbell from last night, Jay, does he seem a little bit more loose around the rink?
I think he's known as a fairly loose guy, right? I think last night was a good start for him. I said that he expected to start that way. We expected him to start that way. He turned in a real good performance. Now it's on him to recover and make sure he's ready to go when his name is called again.
As it kind of continues, can you take us through the decision-making process of maybe trimming down the roster, because we know that's kind of looming, and how good of a problem that is when it's a hard problem to have?
Yeah. Well, as camp progresses, you have dates in mind where you think you want to trim the roster a little bit. What we're doing now is we're going on the road to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver to Seattle. And we just wanted to get the group down to a manageable number. As you said, it's a coach's luxury when it's competitive for those final spots. And that's what we want to see. I think guys have had a hard camp here. It hasn't been easy. We've been working through lots of things. But again, we're running out of exhibition games. We're halfway through the exhibition schedule. There's 4 left. It's incumbent upon our players that are on the bubble to show what they have.
How many players do you want to be down to for your final 2 home games?
I don't have a hard and fast number, but you're probably looking at 24, 25 guys at that point. But, I don't know if we're at 30 healthy bodies right now. We're going to have 3 extra. I think we're around that number. We'll see where we're at when we come back from this Vancouver-Seattle trip, but I would expect a little bit of a trim down after that as well.
It's been a busy camp, a lot of play, come back the same night. What's the value of, and what do you hope to get out of staying on the West Coast for tomorrow and playing Monday?
Well, I think in preparing for training camp, one of the things that we wanted to do was to do something a little bit different, and we have. The way we shaped our groups this year was different. Some of the things that we did in practices have been different. Obviously, I think it's like 5 games in the first 7 days. It's a taxing first week of the preseason. I think we've spread the games out nicely, but I see value in bringing players on the road so that they can come together. This is going to be where we're going to have a little bit of a team builder, and I think it's important for a group that has been together for a short time to be together on the road so that you can continue to strengthen the bonds of comradeship.
Would you like to see Holloway, I know the lineup is always in flux to some bit, but has he earned a preseason game in a kind of a top 6 role with Leon O'Connor as a center after how he's played?
Well, now you're thinking like coaches again. Reed, you're going to get yourself in trouble doing that. No, you know what? I think we're taking things one day at a time. We'll see how the lineup shakes out here, but he had a good game last night. We expect him to have a good day today and continue to get better.
And McLeod won't play until you come back here?
We'll see. Yeah, he's going on the road, yeah. We're bringing Ekholm, McLeod, and Gagne on the road with us.
In our conversations with both goaltenders, Stuart Skinner and Jack Campbell, told us how much they love playing full 60 minutes. Was that a conversation they brought up to the coaching staff, or how did that kind of play out? Because I know splitting was in the past.
Yeah, I think that's been kind of the norm for a while, and just in sitting down with our goalie department, Dustin Schwartz, Sly Rodrigue, and myself, we just felt there was value in people seeing an entire game. I said this the other day, Stewart's game at home against Vancouver, I think he had 10 shots after 2 periods. They pushed in the 3rd period. If we would have removed him after 2, he saw 10 shots. So I think there's value in seeing a game through. Obviously, Rodrigue got the first one, Pickard got the next one, and now we're alternating between Jack and Stu.
After you did fishing as your bonding, how do you kind of decide on what to do and just kind of plan that out? Because it's an important day, as you said, for the organizing.
Well, I hand off that responsibility. I don't take on that responsibility. You know what? We have a manager of lots of things for our team. Her name is Kate Doyle. She does an unbelievable job handling those types of things. And so she meets with the leadership group. She knows the date in hand that we were thinking of, that we've scheduled for that time. And, the players, in conjunction with Kate, came up with planning our Sunday here, and everyone's excited about it. And, more than anything, regardless of the activity, it's about being together. And, I think we're set up for a good day, but that's tomorrow. It starts with a good game tonight, and that's where our focus is right now.
So you're taking 30 on the road?
Yeah.
The rationale for taking Sam, who can't play, he's not going to be able to play.
Well, he's in training camp, and we want him to be around our team. Yeah, I enjoy, him as a person. His teammates enjoy him as a person. He's trying to make the team. I think, for me, I think that's what the right thing to do is to bring everybody that's still in camp.
So the guys who aren't going, you're going to have some more decisions then?
There's some, there will be some things announced here today.
Ekholm, can he play a game before the season starts?
We'll see. His job is to put good days on top of good days. I would like him to, but perfect world's a perfect world. We don't always live in a perfect world. We'll see how he's coming. The good news is he's progressing.
He could play if it was just a game 5 of the Vegas series. He'd be playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're just trying to be smart. It's the start of the year, and we're trying to be smart.
So in Goldberg's case, I think maybe you were thinking, okay, I'm not playing with Ekholm, but now he's playing with different sort of guys. Mm-hmm. Does that kind of throw a monkey wrench into it, or is that
a little bit? Yeah. I mean, we had a plan. But the real world happens, right? And you got to react to it, and it is what it is. But for him, it's about, regardless of who he plays with, he's got to lay down another good game here tonight, and we'll see if he does.
And what do you like most about CC and Kulak?
Well, you and I talked about this the other day. I think that's a pairing if they're together. You feel comfortable if they're on the ice against anybody. In preseason here, they've predominantly drawn the toughest check while being on the road against strong lineups. I think that's good experience for them. But if you can roll 6 D-men that you're not sheltering minutes, you're not worried about O-zone or D-zone starts, all that type of stuff, I think that's a good thing. They're both experienced guys. They're both at the life stage in the career where they know who they are, they want to win, and we'll see it play out as it plays out.
As a coach, it makes more sense to have a balance where 2 defensemen aren't playing 25 or 26 minutes.
Well,
in a perfect world, let's
yeah,
overtime. Right?
Yeah, in a perfect world, you have 6 D-men. They all play 20 minutes. They're all of equal ability, but those
I guess
yeah.
you use Vegas as an example. Other than Pietrangelo, who's on both penalty kills, their defensemen all play about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
And they don't get tired out, and I guess if injuries happen, so those guys can move
that,
up.
Now you say that about their team last year. The previous year, it didn't work out that way. Those are perfect world scenarios. We don't live in a perfect world. I think for me, in ideally you want to spread the minutes out amongst the many. But different teams are built in different ways. We're built in a certain way, and we got to find our way, not just try and emulate somebody else.